Hi everyone, hi beautiful souls. This is gonna be a little bit of a different video. As you can see, I'm running down. Well, not running, but this is the terrace I practically grew up on, and I really hope you'll be able to hear me with the wind and everything, but just thought this would be an amazing opportunity because we traveled back here to show you where I grew up in this lovely little town. And because of this is where my grandparents used to live. Well, my grandma still lives here, but my grandpa passed away nearly over 20 years ago. Let's see where the lighting is better, maybe here, although I'll be all squinting and stuff, never mind. And the thing is, I really do want to talk about, oh my god, I so hope this video is going to make any sense because of the wind, but I really hope you'll be able to hear me. If not, I guess I'll delete the video and try again when it's not as windy. I don't know if I can maybe come somewhere here to cover myself from. Let's try here maybe. No? Where is the wind coming from? Sanja? Try it. Okay, think maybe. I don't know. Try it here. See what happens. So, because these bad boys can cover me. Okay, so basically all of this is a terrace, as you can see, on many levels, and it's actually a roof of a building. But we have an access to it, and only us have. I'm looking there. You're there. Only us have the access to this. So yeah, we could run around, do everything, camping, whatever. It's nice, and in the evening you can look at the stars, and you don't have any lighting otherwise whatsoever. So it's really, I don't know, I just love it. Look, you can see everything around yourself. All these are the buildings, and you know. So what I wanted to talk about today was the fact that, you know, my grandpa left a diary, and he would write every single day about what happened, and it was basically like a year before he passed away. He didn't even know what was going to happen. So, and I wanted to talk about, you know, when you miss someone you love and when you lose someone you love, how to deal with it, because you know, I do have to say I can't really speak from an experience of losing a parent or losing a child or losing a sibling. So I can only talk about what I've been through, and maybe someone, maybe, I don't know, this can help someone. But again, I can only talk about what I've been through. I don't want to, you know, talk about like this is for everything, and because, you know, again, I can only talk about from my experience, and this, you know, all of my videos are basically from my experience, so that's, you know, that's it. So but he was practically like a father figure to me, the grandparent that I lost. And you know, you can't really deal with it. There's no dealing with it. There's no better way or time heals stuff or anything, because it doesn't. The only thing that happens with time is that you change your focus on other things. You change it to your job, you change it to your kids, you change it to other things, and just in time you think about them maybe less and less. Although if you're alone, maybe you think about it more than maybe some other person. But you know, in my case, it was as devastating as it was, and I mean it still is. You just don't think about it as much. You don't think about, you know, every single maybe second of the day. So but yeah, and then another thing is that you have to first see what you think about that death is, because for me it is for us changing our physical form into a non-physical form, and I don't think they ever leave us. I do think that they're there. I think when someone passes away that we know, it's an angel we can call by name, and I've heard that once, and I genuinely think that. It's just, I do think he's always there protecting us, me and my family. I do believe that, you know, if I need a sign, if I need a guidance, if I need protection, he's always going to be there. And that's what, when he passed away, I was, angry as, but I never thought that, I realized this the other night, I never thought that someone took him from me, as from the beginning I actually saw, I can't believe you left us. So I do believe it is our choice. Again, everyone has their own opinion, everyone has their own truth, everyone has their own viewing on these things, but I do believe that we choose when to leave. And so many people can't understand that, like, why would we ever leave? But I think in this physical form we have so much resentment, maybe anger, depression, and when you remove all of that, you just have this like peace and happiness. And maybe you realize, okay, from this realm or this, entity or whatever, I can actually help my family even more. I can help them, I can guide them, I can support them, I can maybe show them signs that I, wouldn't be able to do that while I'm alive. And, every single one, you have so many people that have, been dead for 15-17 minutes. You have so many books from, people that have passed away, came back. No, I think they call it clinical death, is it? So, and everyone has their own experience. And Itsamar Journey was the one that I would read. I read her book maybe 10 years ago. I can't even remember it properly. But when I heard her story, I was like, this is actually makes sense to me. This is what, even if it doesn't, it's just, for me, it resonated with me. I saw it as something that, it is true. Because for me, it's for us to live this life and just to pass away and to have nothing, just like nothing, or to be in hell, or to just be miserable or whatever, just didn't make any sense to me, ever. Like, ever. Because then why live if you're gonna die, have nothing, or if you're gonna go to hell? So and I always believe he's there. I always do. Whenever I need a guidance on something, I always say, oh, Grandpa, can you please help me out here? And I know he does, and that's my truth. And maybe that's what, it's gonna help some of you, maybe, again, not to deal with it better, but maybe to be more in peace. Also, I've heard, and that happened to me, when you dream about them, it's actually them. And there was this one thing that I never said goodbye to my grandpa. Even at the funeral, they didn't allow me to go because I was too young, for my family. And I always had that in my head, like, I can't believe, that, and one day he came into my dream and we hugged and we just said goodbye, and I felt so much better after that. And you can even ask them, can you appear, or leave me a sign, or appear in my dreams, or, it can really, really, for me, it was, something that I really needed, and I got it. It was a while back, it wasn't now, but, again, try it. And another thing that, I always say another thing, I can see that when someone leaves, it really makes you, if you think about it, makes you more being appreciative of your own life. You realize that, life is short in a way. For me, I do try to live it out every single day. It doesn't go as fast, but every year I'm grateful for being alive even more. I'm grateful for every day that you can wake up and have another day to be alive, and be grateful for the time that you've spent with them. Because that time, whoever it was, whether it was with child, with parents, just be grateful that they were your child, your parents, grandparents, friends, sibling. Be grateful for the time that you had with them. Be grateful that they were there. There was a story of this mother that, her child passed away when it was really, really young, maybe 6, 7, I can't remember now. And she was different in a way that instead of, talking about how bad it was for her, she would talk about how, she was a mum for those years. She again wished that she was alive, but she was a mum. Some people can't be parents at all, and they would wish at least a few years to be a parent. And she's like, I was. Again, I can't talk from my experience, but you can, you know, listen to other people's stories that have been through that and that have lost someone really dear to them, and how they dealt with that in changing the focus. Sorrow, when you know, cry from losing someone, it's because of love. So don't hold yourself back. If you want to cry, that's always okay to cry. It's because of love. You lost someone you love and you miss them and you want to cry, and it's totally fine. Because some people ask, you know, with vibration, with everything, like, I'm not supposed to be crying. I'm like, no, you are. It's, you lost someone dear to you. You can't, if you don't cry, you'll get ill. So, you know, cry, mourn, do everything. But if you want to just try changing the focus on what you had and gained with them, what they taught you, what the, you know, what was great about their life, celebrate their life achievement, celebrate what they meant to you as much as you can, and just try to focus on that, because that helped me out. That helped me, you know, every night that I'm able to even speak to my grandpa in a way that he's an angel, it's so much better than, you know, I don't have it at all in my life. Because again, I don't really believe that anyone just leaves us and is not there anymore. I do believe that they can protect us, leave us signs and stuff. So yeah, I do hope, I am gonna go because I do get out without any gloves and I'm freezing. But I wanted to make this video because it means so much to me, especially, you know, maybe you lost someone and it's holidays now and they're not with you. When I was young, tomorrow's my birthday, by the way, and when I was young, my grandpa was always there taking pictures and celebrating, and he would, even every day he would make, you know, like a fiesta. But for my birthday, it was always special to have him there, and he's not going to be there tomorrow in the physical form, but I know he'll always be there with us, you know, in this, I don't know, non-physical form, that's all I'm gonna say, entity. So yeah, I do really wish you a happy holidays, and, you know, also Merry Christmas. But my Christmas is Orthodox Christmas, so it's gonna be on 7th of January. But you know, obviously for you that celebrated Christmas, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I really, really wish you all the best. And I'll see you again with another video. Well, if it's gonna be on Monday, I'm gonna wish you Happy New Year's then. So yeah, because it's gonna be on Wednesday. But for Friday, for now, just Merry Christmas for all of you that have celebrated. And, you know, your loved ones are there, always there, even if you can't see them. From my point of view, they're there. So yeah, love you all. Bye.